Now we are on to section 4 of listening, test 4, IELTS student book 9. So this audio will be played to you just for once. So let me speak it to you and listen it very carefully, because on the basis of this audio only, or what I'm speaking, we'll be solving these questions. So good morning. Today I would like to present the findings of our Year 2 project on wildlife found in gardens throughout our city. I'll start by saying something about the background to the project, then talk a little bit about our research techniques, and then indicate some of our interim findings. First of all, how did we choose our topic? Well, there are four of us in the group, and one day, while we were discussing a possible focus, two of the group mentioned that they had seen yet more sparrow hawks, one of the Britain's most interesting birds of prey, in their own city centre gardens, and wondered why they were turning up in these gardens in great numbers. We were all very engaged by the idea of why wild animals would choose to inhabit a city garden. Why is it so popular with wildlife when the countryside itself is becoming less so? The first thing we did was to establish what proportion of the urban land is taken up by private gardens. We estimated that it was about one-fifth, and this was endorsed by looking at large-scale usage maps in the town land survey office. 24% to be precise. Our own informal discussions with neighbors and friends led us to believe that many garden owners had interesting experiences to relate regarding wild animal sightings, so we decided to survey garden owners from different areas of the city. Just over 100 of them completed a survey once every 2 weeks of 12 months, ticking off species they had seen from a pro forma list and adding the names of any rarer ones. Meanwhile, we were doing our own observations in selected gardens throughout the city. We deliberately chose smaller ones because they were by far the most typical in the city. The whole point of the project was to look at the norm, not the exception. Alongside this primary research on urban gardens, we were studying a lot of books about the decline of wild animals in the countryside and thinking of possible causes for this. So, what did we find? Well, so much that I just won't have time to tell you about here. If you are interested in reading our more comprehensive findings, we have produced detailed graphic representations on the college website. Of course, any of the group would be happy to talk you about them. Just email us. What we have decided to present today is information about just three species, because we felt these gave a good indication of the processes at work in rural and urban settings as a whole. The first species to generate a lot of interesting information was frogs, and there was a clear pattern here. They proliferate where there is a suitable water. Garden ponds are on the increase, rural ponds are disappearing, leading to massive migration to the towns. Hedgehogs are also finding it easier to live in urban areas, this time because their predators are not finding it quite so attractive to leave their rural environment. So hedgehogs have a better survival rate in the cities. We had a lot of sightings. So all in all, we had no difficulties with our efforts to count their numbers precisely. Our final species is the finest of bird singers, the song thrush. On the decline in the countryside, they are experiencing a resurgence in urban gardens because these days gardeners are buying a lot of different plants, which means there is an extensive range of seeds around, which is what they feed on. Another factor is the provision of nesting places, which is actually better in gardens than the countryside. Hard to believe it, but it's true. Incidentally, We discovered that a massive new survey on song thrushes is about to be launched, so you should keep an eye open for that. Now, I would be happy to answer any question you may have. So, this was about wildlife in city gardens. The speaker uh, said various things, and we will be, on the basis of the audio or what I spoke, we will try to answer these queries. 31. What led the group to choose their topic? In this, the speaker has said two of the group mentioned that they had seen yet more sparrowhawks, one of the Britain's most interesting birds of prey, in their own cities' centre gardens, and wondered why they were turning up in these gardens in great numbers. So they were concerned about the decline of one species. They were interested in the effects of city growth, and they wanted to investigate a recent phenomena. Yes, they wanted to investigate why these sparrowhawks have started coming in the urban settings rather than they used to live in the rural countryside settings. 32. The exact proportion of land devoted to private gardeners was confirmed by 32, and this was in this the speaker has said this was endorsed by looking at large scale usage maps in the town land survey office, 24% to be precise. So consulting some official documents, taking large scale photos, discussion with town surveyors. So this is the correct answer. 33. The group asked garden owners to 33. In this, the speaker has said that survey garden owners from different areas of the city. Just over 100 of them completed a survey on once every 2 weeks for 12 months, ticking off species they had seen from a pro forma list and adding the names of any rarer ones. So the group asked garden owners to take part in a formal interviews, keep a record of animal they saw, or get in contact when they saw a rare species. So this is the correct answer, 33B. Then the group made their observations in garden. In this, it was being said that we deliberately chose smaller ones because they were by far the most typical in the city. The whole point of the project was to look at the norm, not the expectation. So it was said that choosing smaller ones because they were by far the most typical in the city, which had a large number of animal species which they consider to be representative, which had stable population of rare animals. Actually, smaller ones. So we can say that the answer would be this B, which they considered to be representative. So 35th would be the group did extensive reading on 35. The answer is A, wildlife problems in rural areas, not urban animal population, neither current gardening practice. Wildlife problems in rural areas. 36. The speaker focuses on three animal species because why? 36. A lot of data has been obtained about them. No. The group were most interested in them. No. They best indicated general trends. Yes, this is the correct answer. They best indicated general trends. Now, completing to complete the table below, animal reason for population increase in gardens comments dash suitable stretches of water. These are frogs actually. Frogs. Massive increase in animal population. Hedgehogs. What are these hedgehogs? Safer from dash one in cities. Predators. Easy to dash them accurately. Easy to count them accurately. Song thrushes, a variety of dash to eat seeds. More nesting places available. Large survey starting soon. So this was test 4 listening and section 4. Thank you so much. Take care.